flavors of this Oracle Fusion middleware products, including Java. I've just started out my career with Java, and then I just got a chance to enhance myself on Oracle Fusion middleware family, where I just started out my career with like SOA 10G, 11G, means all the flavors of SOA, and later on with certain kind of tech footprint on the Oracle Cloud, which is right now ongoing market evaluation technology. So yeah, having the experienced on Oracle Integration Cloud, and as well as with the various diverse technologies that has been incorporated as part of Oracle Integration Cloud, along with Integration Cloud, having an experience on Oracle ERP, right now working on a real-time assignment as well. Basically, I'm working as an private professional employee for an organization. And yeah, this covers my overall experience with the Oracle Cloud and the rest of the technologies. May I know if anybody has any sort of experience on middleware thing, or do you guys start as an initial level of experience? Means I just want to know if anybody is aware of it, or anybody wants to heard about it and any sort of idea. Can anybody express their viewpoint?
Yeah, Chakri, good morning. Vinod here.
Yeah.
I do not have the experience, but I am working as a functional consultant. I heard about this because it is a mandatory thing for H2H integrations, correct?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I aware that much.
Oh, okay. That's good to hear. Anybody else?
Yes, hi, Chakri. Actually, we are here three resource. Khizar, Siraj, and me is working on one organization, and we have experience only on the EBS. So, as you said, now in the future, the every organization is moving to the fusion. Huh? So we want to know about the OIC and OCI and all the things. Initially, we don't have experience as a fusion. We just heard about it, and here our expectation is to cover the all technical things related to the OIC. Yes, please.
See, the current thing is if you say that you are working on diverse technology, like Ravi said, Ravi or Siddharth, I'm not sure, but just correct me if I'm wrong. He said that he is working on a function as a functional consultant, and you are working as a technical things. Right now, from the means if you observe the last 5 years, there we had to work on a kind of environment where there is a environment which were given to me, and we should have the control of the entire the environment, where we can just plug and play the things with the environment as we like. Now the market is in a position where somebody else is controlling for us, and we are the operators just to look after and to monitor the things and to explain the things to him. So the environment is not in our control. So please look after the environment and give some sort of kind of guidance to just maintain the consistency of the volume of transactions what we are working upon. So that's how in that stage we as of now we are. I know you know what I mean, right? Because it's altogether we were started our work career with an on-premises environment, and right now it is an everywhere, everything. It's not only Oracle, it's everywhere. Everybody is thinking of cloud, and now we are into a stage of AI, artificial intelligence. What does that mean? So all these footprints are emerging day by day, and every day there is a kind of new enhancements which has been taken by each and every product releases, either it is Amazon, either it is Oracle, either it is IBM, something, something. So if you are aware of certain cloud, then the remaining clouds are more or less the same, following the same set of concepts. Maybe the naming standards or the business conventions might be different. I just want to share my screen. Uh, I'll just cover the rest of the things. Please don't go with the PPT which I'm trying to share, but I'll just have a detailed discussion of what you have discussed so far for all of you. But just to give an glimpse of what we are going to discuss and what will be there as part of this particular product technology that we are going to discuss as part of this session. I just want to show you an idea. I just want to give you an idea that how it looks like, how it will be, and what it is. So I've just, if you guys can see my screen.
Yes,
Yes, we
it's
can
available.
see.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm just going to means I'm not giving it's a kind of demo. I'm just going to discuss. I'm just going to share the knowledge which I'm having, which I have gained as part of my experience. I'm just going to share with all of you so that even I can also learn some certain kind of things during my discussion or during my tenure of this particular assignment. So I've just listed out some of the things which can be discussed as part of this session. One is Oracle integ. These are the basic things which are being incorporated as part of the Oracle Integration Cloud product itself. If you are able to access an instance right now, if you say that somebody was asking that we want to learn OCI, somebody was saying that we want to have an knowledge of OIC, we want to have an knowledge of VBCS, we want to have an knowledge of PCS. Somebody was already working as a functional consultant on Oracle itself. So, do you think that all of you will be getting all of the chances of the products what has been specified over here? Will you?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to hear. Because until unless you say that you are pretty much confident of these particular things, what has been listed over here, nobody will be giving you certain level of access level privileges to work on it. Please correct me if I am wrong. If you say that you know Oracle Integration Cloud, okay, then people will be driving you to the later next step of the requirements or whatever the design that needs to be implemented as part of this Oracle Integration Cloud using this particular product, so that you can get a chance. If you say that you are aware of VBCS, if you say that you are aware of PCS, so all these things will be included as part of this Oracle Integration Cloud. Earlier, before this, I just want to give you a glimpse that before this, Oracle has already started out their career using Fusion middleware itself, in which they have started their services using service-oriented architecture. Now, service-oriented architecture is the initial one. From that time onwards, by the time when Amazon started its own cloud era, even Oracle also started building its own cloud era. But that is not being consistent as part of their innovation, what they are doing so. So right now, they just came up with certain kind of things where they have introduced initially as integration cloud services, ICS. It's not Oracle Integration Cloud. It was ICS, Integration Cloud Services. So integration cloud services was the next step of the SOA layer, SOA service. We have some company is using out SOA services or SOA middleware layer, they were just diverting or asking the particular customer to migrate the application using ICS, where it can be easily switched on to ICS. It's a kind of just migrating the things from on-premises to cloud environment. That's how it is. But right now, the thing is, we have to entirely come out of that SOA service, SOA middleware, SOA layer, what has been implemented or what has been invented by Oracle. We have to get rid of this and we have to step our footprint onto this cloud era. where we are using certain kind of concepts called Oracle Integration Cloud, Oracle Visual Builder Cloud Service, Oracle Process Cloud Service. You can see if you the name itself says that it's a service. Now everything what you are looking as per the market, everything is becoming a service. It's like an if you are in for ERP as if for ERP there are certain kind of microservices. So all the services like kind of REST services will be embedded under a single module where if I'm able to touch base with that ERP module like order management or inventory management, I will be accessing all the REST APIs defined under that module. So that will be called as a microservice. And when coming back to OIC, if you say that, uh, see, it's a platform, it's a native integration platform, which will be where there is an option for you to include iPaaS. It's a platform integration where you will be using out a database which will be maintained for yourself, which will be controlled by yourself, and you will be doing the in and out operations of certain things which has been implemented or designed by the developer. There are so many kind of applications, there are so many kind of business process where we can build, because one is used for one kind of purpose, that Oracle is being used for building applications or kind of integration services. Visual Builder service is being used for building mobile applications or web apps, and process cloud service is being used for building workflows or business process or designing business process. So everything has got its own individuality or specific purpose to understand and to design in such a way the business requirement that fits to you, the art that fits to the business as per the company standards. So this how it has been designed. Any questions on this particular so far with the discussion? Anything? You just let me know if you have not anything, if anything needs to be discussed or anything needs to be clarified.
Sorry, actually, we are not much aware about the fusion, and we are moving from the EBS to a
Correct.
fusion. So
Correct.
now we are discussing about the component of the OCI in
No, no,
fusion.
not
Like
OC.
we
Your
are
good name,
using
please. Your good name,
Arif.
please.
Arif.
Arif, yeah. No, Arif, see, if you have worked on EBS,
Yeah.
and if you are aware of the cloud, Oracle Fusion Cloud, means I hope
Hmm.
you are aware of the Oracle Fusion Cloud. So this page itself says that you know how to do some kind of technical activities or some kind of technical actions that needs to be performed on the Oracle Fusion Cloud. So it's completely your till now your kind of experience draft with kind of SQL, PL/SQL, and building the reports, packages, query. What we call what kind of Oracle application apps will be having all those technical modules will be included as part of your development and your design, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So what you are trying to right now is you are just coming out of it and you are trying to understand what is a service, because from Oracle Apps perspective also, if you are designing a package, inside the package you will be writing some lines of code, lines of cursors and all those strings, and even you can make that particular package to be available into a service
Hmm. Yeah.
where it will be accessible to the other end party as a service, because if I don't want to touch base or don't want to connect to the business database directly. So business will be providing an imposition that no, I don't want to share my database to anybody else in the apart from the organization employees. So you just make the package what you have designed as a service. You just convert the package what you have designed so far as a service. Either it can be a SOAP service or it can be a REST service. So once the service has been converted, I can avail using that REST services or the features that has been incorporated as part of that package. So inside that, whatever the code that you have written will be applicable or incorporated inside the service what you are going to share to me. So that service I'll be using out inside this Oracle Integration Fusion Cloud to touch base with the either database, either EBS on-premises environment or Oracle Fusion Cloud environment. Because in Oracle Fusion Cloud environment, it's a standard REST APIs, what will be there as part of each and every module. For each and every module, we have received the standard APIs, which we can use it out and which we can, where we design our business application and where we design all the integration requirements that can fulfill the client requirements. That's how it is. Even if you are not aware of certain things, so that you are aware of only PLSQL, you are aware of only building out the packages, writing some custom queries, building using some cursor with some cursors and triggers and all those things, it's fine. You can just have grasp some knowledge on this Oracle integration out, and you can start building your own integrations. Not only on Oracle integration cloud, I'm saying out, you can use any of the products that has been used as part of this um, Oracle family. Like what I'm trying to say is you can just gain some sort of knowledge on the Oracle Fusion integration cloud. You can have some sort of experience on Oracle Builder, Visual Builder cloud service, Process cloud service. Now, now in the back end, if you see from EBS perspective, all the things what you have done so far, either from functional perspective or technical perspective in on-premises Oracle R12 environment, what is there embedded as part of Oracle R12, entire thing has been converted as a service in Oracle Fusion Cloud, which can be used or which where the services can be availed by using a product called Oracle Integration Cloud. Inside Oracle Integration Cloud, I have got much more components like Oracle Visual Builder Cloud Service and Process Cloud Service. In R12, you are maintaining out workflows where the same workflows has been incorporated inside Oracle Integration Cloud in the component called Process Cloud Service. So there are no more workflows for you which can be used inside Oracle Fusion. You can straightforwardly use the Process Cloud Service to build your custom workflows. That's how it is. Uh, am I answer to the question what you have said so far? What you
Yes,
have asked so far?
yeah,
Are you able to
yeah,
understand?
yes, please. It will be more benefit for us if you define the top level of the fusion. Like a fusion is a segregate into three component like a POS, OS, and SOS. Because
That is different. First of all, you have to understand because SaaS, if I'm start talking about SaaS, PaaS, you will not understand the basic level if you are there on R12. I just want to make you convinced that you have to understand that you are working on R12 and what is the necessary things that you are going to see on Oracle Cloud. Because if you are aware of Oracle Fusion Cloud, what is the things that has been additional things that has been incorporated on Oracle Fusion Cloud, how it has been built. If you are understanding the basics of how it has been built, what are the necessary things that you have to know before starting out understanding the SaaS, PaaS or IaaS, that I can explain it to you. But before that, these basic level things that you have to understand, because understanding the basic things will be giving you a certain kind of imagination or visualization to understand how the things are, how the setup has been done as part of this Fusion Cloud or Oracle Integration Cloud, anything, whatever it is.
okay, as a technical perspective, I got it.
Yeah.
OIC, BPCS, and PCS.
Yeah. And even from Oracle Fusion Cloud perspective also, it still remains the same. Even there also, you can't see the front end screens because if I'm showing you, I just want to show you this one. See, this is an Oracle Fusion Integration Cloud Generation 3 version. This instance shows you the Oracle Integration Cloud Generation 3 version. So I just want to tell you, start with that, saying that what is Oracle Integration Cloud? It provides the key capabilities of what there are some pre-built adapters which can be used out as part of your integration, implementation, or design. There you can visualize the process design and monitoring. It means once it has been done, the integration has been implemented, you can just monitor of how the transactions are flowing out, where are certain kind of whether it has been successful, or are there are any failures as kind of, for the kind of integration that you have developed so far. You can see a kind of monitoring metrics as part of the integration what you have developed so far, and built-in support with this for VBCS. Because in Oracle Integration Cloud, there are two different flavors like Gen 2 and Gen 3, Generation 2 and Generation 3. Right now, currently, what we are working is on Generation 2. But Oracle is suggesting or proposing to migrate us to onto Gen 3, Generation 3. So in the current market, what is there as of now for Oracle Integration Cloud is Generation 3. Coming back to your question, so these are certain kind of basic things where you want to aware, or where you want to know what are the things that needs to be known before starting up the course itself. If you are aware of it, then we can have much more interactions in depth, where you can have much more detailed interactive discussion while going through the sessions. Because if it is more interactive, then more kind of inputs will be coming out, and more kind of answers will be also be discussing between during the discussion. That's what the content should be like that, should be. Because if you see, I've just pasted out, I've just defined what the what Oracle Integration Cloud means, and what it else deals with, and what are kind of flavors that is having as of now in the current market. Now coming back, this is this cloud instance, Oracle Fusion Cloud instance, Oracle Integration Cloud instance, Oracle VBCS Cloud instance, Process Cloud instance. Everything is paid itself. It is as you are all aware of the Amazon process, similar to the same thing. With what you have done, you will be getting paid the same. What you are going to use, you'll be getting the paid the same. Now, this, when you are aware of this certain level of basic concepts or basic understanding, then the next step will be coming into what kind of transactional monitoring, or what kind of features that you need to avail of when you are going, or you are stepping out footprint onto the Oracle Cloud. Because Oracle Cloud comes with a viable kind of things. Oracle, when I'm saying, I'm just saying that Oracle Cloud. I'm not saying that it's either it is Oracle Integration Cloud, either it is Oracle Fusion Cloud, either it's something. I'm just saying it as Oracle Cloud. So inside Oracle Cloud, what you are going to use? You are going to use Oracle Fusion Cloud. You are going to use Oracle Integration Cloud. You are going to use OCI, which is a kind of authentication mechanism for just authenticating all the services which you have built so far as part of your Oracle Integration Cloud instance. And these are only things that you have to do. Then there will be a certain separate kind of strategy. When you are coming back to the other end, no, I just want to have more, I just want to use more features. I just want to have more features to be used as part of my design, where my Fusion Cloud is being provided to me as SaaS environment, where my Oracle Integration Cloud is provided to me as iPaaS environment. Now, what are all these things? What do you mean by SaaS? What do you mean by iPaaS? What do you mean by IaaS? Information as a service, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and SaaS. So SaaS as a service, where you will be doing the things, and the other people, the other team will be controlling on your behalf for the configuration, for the amendments, what you have done as part of your Fusion instance, where you can see in this one. In this one, I hope everyone know it. Because generally we'll be using out a SaaS instance as part of Oracle Fusion Cloud. I think Siddharth, right? I think he is aware of it. Siddharth or Ravi, I'm not sure who is it, acting as a functional consultant. Siddharth?
Vinod here, sir.
Vinod, sorry, Vinod. Yeah. So Vinod, I think you are aware of it, the SaaS and PaaS or IaaS.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what. So, so right now, as part of the Fusion Cloud, when somebody is using out the Oracle Fusion Cloud instance as part of their integrational business requirement, so we'll be using, generally we'll be going out for a SaaS requirement, SaaS instance, where we'll not be having any certain kind of controls. We'll be doing out the configuration, necessary configurations, customizations, what that can be done as part of the instant which is there in our control and which we can access it. Only to that extent we can do everything what we can, it is feasible for us to do. Where we'll be doing it is in a SaaS instance, software as a service. So in this one, you can just configure the things, you can just customize the things, you can build the workflows, you can build the workflow instructions, and all those things can be configured and can be set up under this instance. This is a SaaS instance normally. And in this instance, you will be generally people will be diverse with different kind of modules. Like somebody will be working on supply chain management, somebody will be working on human capital management, somebody will be working on financial management, finance, whatever it may be. The modules can be different, but the instance will be the same. Based on the roles and privileges, it might get changed. So if you are necessarily working on the order management, people will be throwing out, providing the access based on your role. People will be providing the access according to that, where you will be availing the features of order management. What are the things, modules are that fits out as part of the SCM module. That's how the SaaS is designed. From a basic perspective, I'll be giving you an overview of what is SaaS in detail at a later point of time when we have a mutual discussion, when the day starts with our kind of the course session starts. At that time, I will be giving you a detailed session of what is SaaS, what is PaaS, what is IaaS. But right now, I'm just giving you a basic idea or ideology what is SaaS and how it is being designed. Because the other guys who is sitting the other end of the river, they will be controlling the particular instance what you are going to use. We'll be controlling the things for you. You'll not be the controller. They'll be the controller. You'll be controlling your own setup and maintenance, what you have built so far as part of your instance. Means this instance. This instance. Here you can see I can just do the things necessary setup, and here I can do the necessary setup and maintenance as part of the configuration if I want to do anything in as part of this Oracle Fusion instance, Fusion SaaS instance. And coming back to this Oracle pass, see here, here pass instance. Generally, Oracle will be providing you two options, whether you want to have IaaS, whether you want to have pass, or whether you want to have SaaS. Generally, when it comes to Oracle, people will be designing that you will be having this PaaS service. You will be availing the features of PaaS service as part of Oracle Integration Cloud. Why? Now, there are certain kind of customizations when you are building the business requirements as part of your business that has been designed so far. If you are trying to enhance yourself, you are trying to start building out an integrations, building out an they're doing some kind of developments on Oracle Integration Cloud, either it is using VBCS, either it is using Process Cloud Service. You need to have certain kind of backend database which we can use it out as part of your integration. There will not be any sort of database will be given to you if you are not going for using, if you are not using out the features of iPaaS. A database will be provided, a database instance will be provided separately for you, which is called as Automation Transaction Processing Database, ATP, where you can use it out internally for building your integration, certain kind of, for which if certain kind of, and in case of customizations, which can be done as part of your integrations, there you will be using of that particular database to just build your requirement as part of the business. So where you can have a certain kind of controls for yourself. Again, in this case also, the total backend monitoring, the total things will be done from Oracle itself. Again, I just want to throw you one more light on this as you said, uh, sorry, I forgot your name. The guy who is EBS technical consultant.
Arif.
Arif, sorry for asking, repeating the same thing. No, if you see this one, Arif, in case of SaaS, right, you worked as an EBS technical consultant, and you are seeing the right now you are having an experience. You are going to have an experience on Oracle Fusion Cloud. Technically, at the back end, if you see all these services, all this front end portal, what you are seeing, it is a service at the back end and it will be deployed on a WebLogic layer where the SOA services will be running at the back end. So all these are running on the WebLogic server. The backend server is a WebLogic server. And the services which are running, which are being developed are being SOA services itself only. And they are running on the WebLogic server. So the process which you are seeing on the front end of this Oracle Fusion Cloud instance will be a service at the back end, which will be running on SOA service layer using the WebLogic application server, where an internal database will be used. The same structure, the same um, replica of what we have seen earlier using out Fusion middleware family. The same is being used here as well. Instead, he has just removed all those things and he just using right now them as a backend layers where nobody is aware of it and nobody will be having access to that particular layers. If you want to perform such kind of actions, then definitely you should be the product owner of this particular product. Then only you'll get to know. But I just want to give you a glimpse that how it has been designed and the behavior of what is happening at the back end and what is happening at the front end. So front end, we are having only this much of control. There we are calling it as SaaS. This comes about the Oracle Fusion Cloud instance. And coming back to Oracle Fusion Integration Cloud instance, obviously it will be, we will be capturing or we'll be availing the features to be used as iPaaS, PaaS, I mean to say platform as a service. This one, integration platform as a service. Okay. And if you want to use IaaS infrastructure, if you want to totally maintain the infrastructure that is needed for the business that is required as part of the requirement, well, you will be owning the head and tail of each and everything what you have built so far, or how the service needs to be maintained, what kind of infrastructure should be used as part of your business requirement, then you will be capturing the IaaS infrastructure as service. No, generally, as part of this cloud services, nobody will be opting IaaS. It's a kind of only certain kind of business, big shots won't be using out to avail this feature as IaaS because it's a kind of banks or something else where they doesn't want to other people to touch base their particular application servers or anything, any kind of information request should not be happening even from outside or nobody should be touching out. Then they'll be using out this particular feature to be incorporated as part of their implementations as well, as part of their design as well. So that's how the differentiation is being started between IaaS, iPaaS, and SaaS. I hope you got it right, Arif. If anything that you want to discuss
Yes,
or anything.
yes, yes. Thank you.
I'm just giving
Thank you.
you I'm just giving you a basic things, a basic understanding of what it has been, how it has been designed. But later on, we can have a detailed discussion of what are the features or what are the things that are availed of this IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. The same thing, whatever the cloud environment you choose, either it is Oracle, either it is Amazon, either it is IBM, the same set of structures will be there. The same set of kind of strategy will be there. Only the naming convention or the naming standards are different. But rest of the things are still remains the same. If you are working on Oracle Cloud, you can just have a same set of things to be understandable even on Amazon as well. But comparatively, the kind of messaging transactions, what you are going to do as part of your business requirement, that obviously depends. At the end of the day, everybody will be looking out whatever the product that they are choosing out, but everybody will be looking out at only at single aspect that is called as budgeting. So the more budget, if the client wants to pay, then he'll be having certain kind of more applications that he is interested of, and he want to use it out. So it's upon depending upon the budgeting that the client is being used or the client wants to avail of. So where he will be thinking of what I can do with Oracle, what I can do with Amazon, or what I can with do some else X cloud provider. That's how it has been designed. And if you see, I've just provided a screenshot over here. See here, if we are using out, if we are using out, why it has been, why I have just pasted this screenshot over here means for any kind of requirements, whatever that you are going to build or that you are going to start with your implementations, whatever thing, you have to be validated, you have to be secured. So that is the initial concept that every business company will be thoroughly checking. They'll be imposing more and more security measures where nothing should be hacked or nothing should be leaked. No revenue should be leaked. No data leakage should be happen as part of their business transactions. So for that purpose, I've just pasted out this screenshot where we are using out an OCI API gateway, because generally there are certain different things where we can use it out, because API gateway, just keep aside this OIC APIs and OAuth what I have mentioned over here. Just concentrate on this particular thing, API gateway. What is exactly meaning of the API gateway? If you have developed an integration or if in EBS, then I have to connect to that integration, or I have to use that service. Before connecting to that service, you will be giving either the username or password of R12 through which I will be connecting to your service. But how far people, you know that somebody else will not get connected with the same credentials what you have shared to me. So that kind of security measure should be imposed on the service or on the environment before using out. So that's in where this IDCS coming into picture. Identity Cloud Service, where all the necessary authentications will be configured inside IDCS. And this IDCS, this identity management, this security management, right now it is being used only in Gen 2. In going further on going further in Gen 3 instances, or in Gen 3 migration of OIC, you will not be finding out this IDC, because he has merged this IDCS with OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, where the same set of things you will be seeing out, that creating an Oracle Fusion Cloud instance, Oracle Integration Cloud instance, Oracle maintaining the certain kind of subnets to. So what kind of security measures that can be used for just using out this particular instance? We can all import all those things inside OCA. Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Inside OCI itself only, we'll be maintaining this, creating this, configuring these users, where the outside, when you are sharing this your service to the outside world, when somebody is accessing your service, we'll be having a security imposure like OAuth 2 is the best mechanism which we are using as of now in today's market, where there no kind of static credentials will be maintained. Right now, there is no kind of static credentials which will be maintained ever after, because you'll not be renewing this. There will be certain expiry period for each and everything. So we'll not be giving any sort of static credentials, or we'll not be maintaining any kind of static credentials which we can share to the other outside people to use it off. No, it's not like that. It's like that whenever, if I'm using your service, if somebody else is using my service, it'll just hit my service and a token will be generated. Based on the token, the service gets validated and provides access to the next level preceding application, and gets the data and it showcases the data to the outside world. That's how it is. So that's where this OAuth 2 will be coming into picture. Right now, it is in Gen 2, it will be used as part of IDCS. It is configured as part of IDCS. That's what my meaning is. And this OCA, as I told you, this OCA API gateway, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure API gateway. Now, API gateway is a mechanism for not to expose the service what you have developed, but I'll be seeing from the front end to the other end third parties, or to other end to whomever you are servicing, you are sharing your services. I'll be seeing a generic endpoint. A generic endpoint means like this. If I'm just clicking on this one, See, I'll just show you. See, these are the endpoint URLs, Swagger URL, and the Open API. Generally, we'll be providing this endpoint URL to the each and every outside world or the third party who is going to consume our service. We are going to provide. So if I'm using an API gateway, I'll not be sharing this service to them because this service won't get populated even to them. They doesn't know even this service is running at the backend. They just know the name of the method of this particular service, like this, something like this, a report check. So, so in front of this one, I need to just build a gateway where it in turn have a communication between the third party user, the one who is going to avail our services, who is going to use our services. For that guy, I'll be sharing the API gateway endpoint, not this endpoint. I'll be building out a secure mechanism in such a way that the other guy will be accessing my API gateway, where in turn the authentication of this IDCS will be done, the security will be done, where the user or the hit, I'll be receiving out the request, I'll be receiving out, I'll be validating that particular request. Then only I'll be forwarding that request to your particular service, this service, where it builds out where the business logic has been incorporated as part of this service, and this service will be providing me the response back to the end user what is expected to as an outcome. So this how it has been designed. Means this API gateway is being used as a front-end layer for sharing your services to the outside world. Later on, your service, what you have done, this API gateway will be having a communication with your service, where all the services will be incorporated inside this API gateway, will be embedded or will be listed out inside this API gateway, and the outside world will be accessing your API gateway. So this how the authentication will be taking place as part of this implementation, what you have done so far as part of using Oracle Integration Cloud instance, either it is in Gen 2 or either it is in Gen 3, Generation 3, I mean to say.
So it means in the OIC APIs, only authentication will become through a token based, not a username or password
That
based.
depends upon you. That depends upon you
It's mean
because
option is there.
option is there,
Okay.
but everybody will not be using the static credential based method, because everybody in the market will be going for using out the option called OAuth. This is the one which is being used out, and even in this case also there are certain kind of breaches that has been observed by Oracle. So for that one, eventually they are building out certain kind of packages even on OCI, which will get rid of that. Even nobody can even track the cloud traffic which is going out of the organization or which is coming inside the organization, both vice versa. So no certain kind of basic static credentials will be shared or used anymore.
Hi Chakri, Khizar
Yeah.
here.
Yes, Sridhar.
So, if we are getting OIC instance for our integrations,
True.
the API gateway is a compulsory part of it, or we can get the OIC instance without that.
No, no. OIC is a separate instance,
Yeah,
Siddharth.
that is separate instance, but
Yes.
API gateway will always be there.
Yes,
or
agree. Yes, API, it has to be there. It has to be. Either it is, I'm not saying that it has to be there with Oracle. It can be either another API gateway provider as well.
yes, we can use Google's APIs,
Yeah, yeah,
but
anything,
the
anything.
question
But API
is,
gateway should be there.
is it necessary, or we can
Necessary.
directly integrate using OIC? Let's suppose we are integrating from our on-prem application like EBS to Fusion. We have created one integration.
Correct.
So can we directly integrate using OIC, or we have to use
No,
API
so
gateway also?
tell me one thing. Is that all the environment which you are discussing about falls under your respective organization, or it is going out of your organization? I mean to say, if the
So
on-premises R12 environment which is there as part of X organization,
suppose
definitely the
both are our applications. Let's suppose
then the traffic will not be going to the outside world, right? The traffic will
yes.
be inside the organization itself. Then there is nobody, no, means it's up to them. It's up to the business. Even in this case also, it's up to the business. But the thing is, even if I am talking to you, I've been sitting somewhere and you are being sitting somewhere. We are having a mutual communication on cloud basis, right? So our data is going out of the via cloud. For example, I'm just saying out. My data is communicating outside to the world and it is reaching you. So it's on cloud. So it is going outside. Even in your case, you are having a interaction with an on-premises environment which is there inside the organization itself. So the data communication which will be there inside itself. But it internally it is fine. But externally, if you are going, then you have to build an API gateway. It is must and should for you.
Okay.
It's mandatory for you.
If the Fusion instance is built on infrastructure as service, and see that's organization controls the infra of the Fusion also. Even then, do we need
Sorry,
to
I'm
ensure
not getting
authentication?
the concerned question correctly. Can you just, it is quite some noise over there.
Just a second. Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I was asking if the mm, Fusion application is built on infrastructure as service owned by the same organization that has on-prem instance.
Okay.
I mean, they have their own server, they have their own on-prem on that server, and also the Fusion application on the same server. So the traffic now doesn't reach outside internet. It is within everything within their subnets. Even then, do we need to have authentication?
No, that's what I'm saying, right? See, until unless the network stays within inside the organization, it's up to the business that they don't require to use avail this feature. But still, if you are using a cloud premises, a cloud application which is interacting with on-premises application, which is there inside the network as well, then there might be a chance that we can use it out because you are traveling on cloud, right? So
Correct.
it's up to us. Even though infrastructure, see, if infrastructure is owned by the company, if on-premises environment is owned by the organization, and cloud is also this owned by the organization, then it's purely depending upon the organization which features of the Oracle cloud you or any cloud provider that you have to use of, you have to avail of. Either you are using out API gateway, either using out Oracle instance. See, directly when you are there within the network, why to use the Oracle integration cloud as well? You can build your integrations as well, right? You can just have an open source things and you can build certain kind of logic, business logic, where you can use the same communication done to on-premises environment without using any cloud instance itself. That will be more secure, right? Than this.
Okay.
It will be open source and it will be coming within the budget itself.
Okay.
But when you are traveling, when you are stepping your footprint outside the network, then definitely you have to use API gateway. It doesn't see it you can expose your service, but it's up to you how you want to secure your service, the kind of security imposition that can be done as part of our service. If I am talking to you, then it's fine. No, if my AI image is talking to you, then I'm just instructing my AI image to talk to you. So it's more secure, right? Rather than me saying something, so it will be sent by an AI artificial activity, which can be done on behalf of me. The same thing can be implemented as part of this, as part of the design as well.
And in this course, will you be teaching both Gen 2 and Gen 3 or just Gen 2 or just
No, no,
Gen
no, no,
3?
no. You have to know Gen 2 and Gen 3, because if you are not knowing Gen 2, so certain organizations will be using out Gen 2 itself rather than they are not concentrating. No, I'm with due to my budget constraints, I'll not to migrate to Gen 3. For some point of time, I'll be using out Gen 2. So you need to know it. So I'll be teaching you on Gen 2 as well, not on both Gen 3 and Gen 2. Both I'll be teaching you.
No, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And for like, let's say somebody from pure functional background,
Mm-hmm.
they'll be able to pick it up, right? It's not like
Definitely, definitely.
because
Because
there
even
are
even the
others who are already technically sound, so that's why I was asking this
no, no, no,
question.
no. One thing I can say, Siddharth, that if somebody is there from a functional background, at least he'll be the front end runner who will be capturing the business requirements and who will be gathering the business requirement, who is well versed with the business requirements, right? So you, in your case, you just need to know the rest. See, I hope by this time you are already seeing there are some services which are being used or which you are going to initiate via a tool called some Postman or SOAP UI something something. If I'm not wrong. So if you are know
Yeah,
that, when then you can easily just understand this particular concept. It's not a big thing for you. Both the things are quite similar, and you can just want to have such a kind of hands-on experience to understand what is exactly performs and what the necessary actions that can be done as part of this particular integration instance, I can say.
okay, okay.
And if you see, I have just mentioned as well. Uh, See, these are one Gen 2 and these from Gen 3. And there are certain kind of differentiation which also been maintained as part of Gen 2 and Gen 3 instances as well, which I'll be discussing you thoroughly in the upcoming sessions. So I've just given you a small screenshot over there. If you want to see more, this is a Gen 3 instance which I just want to show you. Okay. And why we want to migrate to Gen 3? What is the necessary things that are being used as part of Gen 3? Because Oracle is keep on insisting each and every customer who has been used out to this Oracle integration cloud as part of their business implementation, they are driving to come out of Gen 2 and to start using out Gen 3 as the way they did for SOA. Because at well, initially, they have started their things using out SOA, service-oriented architecture, but at a later point of time, they just told all the customers that to stop using SOA, because we are not going to support anymore. We are not going to provide you any more support on SOA. You have to just create your step your footprint onto Oracle Cloud. Either use Oracle Cloud or you just stop using the services of SOA, service-oriented architecture. So these are the new features which can be availed when we are migrating the things from Gen 2 to generation 2 of OIC Oracle Integration Cloud to generation 3 of Oracle Integration Cloud. So it provides a powerful infrastructure that handles higher workloads. Normally, what are the experience issues that you are experiencing as part of Gen 2? Like, for example, I am just I'll give you an example of what is a real time exception that I am facing as of now as part of my business implementation, which I have done so far, that the volume of transactions will be in bulk high level. So when I'm receiving all those requests, I'm getting certain kind of weird error, like I'm not able to invoke the service which I have requested for. So it is just giving an exception that failed a trigger. So certain people now business questions me why, what kind of this exception it is, and what's the problem that we have to solve. And Oracle is coming back, no, we have a bug fix for this particular kind of issue and it will be fixed in generation 3. So you have to migrate to generation 3. So in this way, they are just promoting their product. They are just doing the business deal with the business with the customers who are they are dedicatedly trying to work with. They are trying to improve their product, and they are just marketing their product. And the cost efficiency, future proofing. So all these things. Now, in this case also, I just want to give one more thing, one more kind of additional thing, that for Gen 2, Gen 3, even Siddharth, if you just come across or we know because you guys are both aware of AI functionality, what has been imposed as part of Oracle Fusion Cloud instance. I hope you had a check of it by this time, if I'm not wrong.
Can we come again?
No, do you have any sort of AI understandings, artificial intelligence understandings by this time, or what you have seen us on the instances, what you are working so far?
Not completely, but a little bit, sure.
Okay, yeah. So that is also one of the concept which is being thrown on this particular OCI later going on, because there are certain kind of AI features that are also provided to us. Whether it is we are using it or we are not using it depends upon the organization's feasibility. But there is a chance to incorporate the AI features on OCI as well as on Oracle Fusion Cloud instance. So both the things. And yeah, this one, it's a definitely it's a low code platform which is used out for building your integrations, and you can develop using web or mobile applications using VBCS. In when you say that it comes to VBCS, where you can just drag and drop the things on the instance, and you can just start building up the integrations, or just building out a web portal. Yeah, sorry. Anybody wants to say something?
No, yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, so as part of OIC, we'll be building out integrations. We'll be building out the sort of uh, means in what kind of integration that we'll be building out as part of OIC, that we can discuss out in more detail in the upcoming sessions. But right now, I just want to give you a glimpse what is the integration that in where what for what purpose, what feature is being used for what purpose, which is used for what. Like integration is being Oracle Integration Cloud is being used for building integrations. Oracle VBCS is being used for building web applications. Oracle Process Cloud Service is being used for building workflows. So that workflows can be anything. You can customize the workflows in such a way that it can interact with the workflows which is existing inside the Oracle Fusion Cloud instances as well. So it's up to us what the kind of customization that we build. And moreover, in a nutshell, altogether, all the instances, whether it is Oracle Integration Cloud instance, whether it is Oracle Fusion Cloud instance, will depends upon the roles. Based on the roles, the privileges will be provided according to to the user. Means if the user is an administrator, obviously he'll be having all the high level privileges to access certain kind of additional things, all the things which is there as part of Fusion Cloud instance and Oracle Integration Cloud as well.
So it means the PCS will be also part of our course, to how to customize the workflow and how to create the new workflow.
Yeah. Because if you can see PCS means that's what in PCS also generally in Gen 2, whether it is coming back to Gen 2, Generation 2, or whether it is coming back to Generation 3. In Generation 2, if somebody is giving you a developer role, then you can access the integration, you can access Visual Builder, you can access Process Cloud Service. If somebody is giving you only monitoring role, then this Visual Builder Cloud Service and Process Cloud Service will not be enabled for you. They will be hidden for you. So they'll not be visible. You can't create any kind of applications using visual VBCS or PCS. You certainly need to have the privileges to do so.
Workflows in OIC are different to workflows in BPM.
Sorry.
The workflow which we have in BPM in Oracle Fusion, are
Uh-huh.
they different to the workflows which we have in Process
The
Cloud?
same thing, because there also he has used out the same set of features itself only, the same features itself only. Here you are using out the explicitly you are using out the services which are being are the components or the features that are being provided as part of PCS to build your workflow. Instead, there also you can see the same. Because at the back end, see, somebody will be generally will be seeing from the front end itself only. From back end, if you see the service, it will be the same set of workflows what you have used so far as part of your PCS. Both will be same. It will not be different. He has merged everything into under a single umbrella.
Okay.
One question,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
suppose we have developed a page using VBCS, PCS,
True.
and OIC services. Can we directly plug that page into the SaaS application? Like we develop some custom form in EBS or some OAF page, and then we directly add that page into the responsibility of EBS. Is this option available in SaaS applications also in Oracle? Can we
No,
develop in
generally, is it Siddharth? Uh,
suppose we have developed one new page, custom
yeah,
page in
yeah,
VB.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Can we directly add into the
No,
SaaS
in
application?
SaaS, no, in SaaS application, generally the customization won't not be allowed. You will not be allowed a certain making the customization to the and adding the customization what you have done so far to the existing page.
No,
That's how,
not
right?
in the existing page. I have developed one new page, completely new page
No,
using.
that's what they'll not be allowing you. They'll not be doing any sort of
So
customization
that
allowing new page.
that page will reside in some separate application that we will be running.
No,
The
what
new
is your
page.
business requirement? In that case, in that
Let's
perception,
suppose
when
we
you
have
are
to develop some new page and we
correct,
have to call some SaaS services. We have to integrate data from that custom page to
true. Yes,
SaaS application. So
yes.
that
Then
page
it
will be running in separate application.
no, not separate application. See, you will be creating that particular custom page inside VBCS, and from VBCS, you are just calling out the intended services which are built already available inside SaaS.
SaaS application, but the
Yeah,
new page we will be running in same SaaS
OIC,
application.
OIC, right? OIC VBCS.
Yes, so I see VBCR. So this
Yeah,
this application is separate.
page is separate, right? It's not an application. Page is separate. Page is
Page
separate.
is
When you,
separate, but I am asking. Let's suppose we have an instance of SaaS financial application.
yeah, okay.
So the same SaaS finance application, can we plug that new page that we have developed in VBCS?
No, no, I'm not getting to that question exactly what you are trying to impose,
Actually,
but I'm just trying to repeat your question. See, in whatever the pages that you are seeing as part of your SaaS application, you want to incorporate the same any one of the page as either it is part of finance or order management or HCM, human capital management. You want to just use the same page and build the same page inside any one of the VBCS using VBCS application. Is that correct?
Yes, new
Yeah,
page,
new
completely
page.
new
A
page. Yes,
completely new page. Yes, that you can do using VBCS.
yes, we can do using VBCS, and that page will also become part of the same application, right?
Correct, correct.
Okay.
Same application itself. Because it is one of the component of the Oracle integration cloud instance itself, right? So it will not
Yes.
be a different application. It will be comes under the same application, but the monitoring and all those things you have to check it out from the application where you are from the page where you have built. That's it. For that
So,
particular specifications or what kind of monitoring or what kind of monitoring metrics that you have to identify so far, that then you have to go there and you have to specifically check it out. But in SaaS, it is not, and nothing is possible.
okay.
because he'll not be giving any sort of control to you to make such a kind of customizations. Because right now, if you see in the market, I think Vinod and Siddharth might be knowing this. They have started implementing Redwood. All the pages which have designed so far in this one will be changing out to Redwood soon. There'll not be any sort of normal pages. All the pages will be changed out using Redwood. They have given the name as Redwood for the pages that they are promoting out. The name of the it's a kind of Redwood what they are coming up, and they are just incorporating each and every change one by one in kind of patch level amendments. With that one, they are going to provide for every quarter, they are providing a new features for each and every uh, module.
It means, as per our understanding, we can access that page into here, the page
Yeah.
that you open application.
Uh-huh. No, that page. See, that's what I'm trying to say, that no page which has built or incorporated as part of your SaaS will be visible for you inside your VBCS. No, it's not. Yeah, it is there. But from SaaS perspective, if you got the customization privileges to just go into that pages and to look it out, then it is possible for you to make the changes.
Okay, so it means that if we develop the custom page, we can't access here because his question is, in the EBS we are creating the menu, and behind the menu we are assigning that one page, and that page is being called by the responsibility. So inside the application we can call that one custom page. So here is the responsibility, a role, so inside the role we cannot call that one page.
How do you call that page? Because see, you are saying that you are developing a page. You are just customizing some things. You are customizing. You are saying that inside the page itself, you are customizing something, and you are trying to just invoke that particular customization page what you have developed so far inside SaaS. Either it will
Yeah.
be a new page, customizer page, or it will be an existing page for where you are customizing the things. So the new page, obviously the new page will be there where if you got the privileges, generally as part of each and every business requirement, what I am doing is, at least for myself, I'll be developing the customized pages using the to build a web application or the web portal or the mobile apps using VBCS itself. I'll not be touch basing with the SaaS, because even though if we are touch basing, there are some one and two are kind of hiccups that we can get it out. So generally people are not interested to touch base the customization which are already existing inside SaaS. So we will be creating the application from VBCS itself. It is better to maintain from there rather than here. So and if you see, as part of Oracle itself only, we have got so many kind of things. I think everybody is aware of it. Like we have got so many modules. Like we have got Oracle HCM module, which is incorporated of this Oracle Fusion Cloud instance. We've got PPM module. We have got finance module. We have got order management module. Everything. So based on the roles and privileges, as said earlier, based on the roles and privileges, we'll just avail the features, and we'll try to incorporate the setup and configuration, whatever the necessary business implementation that we have to do, we can implement it over there in Fusion Cloud instance. And coming back to OIC, there we can start building our own integration with different kinds of adapters, touch basing or having touch interactions with different communication with different third party vendors. Like somebody is using Salesforce, somebody is using some other system, somebody is using only open source language like Python. So we can have a touch base with that particular system as well, using the different kind of adapters what we are going to use. And if I just want to show you one more thing, that as part of this one, if you see, See, these are the connections. These are the what I'm talking about. These are the connections, and here, if you see, these are the OAuth connection which I have used out, which I've initially just discussed. That for a particular integration when we are developing and we are just sharing our service to the outside world, we need to have certain connection which deliberately validates our service before our service being invoked, before our service being initiated. Like that, we'll be using out an OAuth connection, which helps our service to get validated as part of invocation request whenever there is a request invocation as part of this service. And reminding there are many more things like lookups, libraries, why these lookups are being used, while these libraries are being used, what is the specific purpose of this one, and where it can be used, when it can be used. All those things we'll be discussing detail in the further more sessions. So anything else uh, that you just want to discuss or just want to be included of, so that we can have a discussion furthermore? Maybe management will get in touch with you. Anybody?
Do we get instance or do we access demo on .oracle.com? How is it?
Oh, I think management will be providing the instance for you, right? As per there is a certain time period. Maybe you can check with that one with the management itself. They'll be providing the instance when you are having when you are having a hands-on experience with the uh, with the with the necessary products what you are going to use of, either it is OIC, either it is Oracle Fusion Cloud instance, whatever it may be. So they'll be getting in touch and they'll be sharing all the details, necessary details for you with the privileges assigned. So in a nutshell, I just want to give you that whatever that we are using out as part of our cloud implementation. Today we are using out Oracle Cloud. Tomorrow we'll be using out Amazon. Tomorrow X will be using out some X. But day to day it is being changing out, and we have to keep on just incorporate the changes to ourselves as well to just compete with the market. That's how the technology is being designed for each and every providers, whether it is Oracle Cloud, Oracle, Amazon, or whatever it may be, Microsoft.
Yeah, Chakri, Vinod this
Yeah,
side.
yeah, Vinod.
Few questions from my
Yeah,
end.
yeah, please.
As I said, I'm a finance functional consultant.
True, agree.
Honestly, only 30% of the demo class is understood. The rest of the things are majorly related to technical things.
Yeah, I can understand. Yes.
So can I go through this course and can I be well versed with the topics you are teaching
Definitely,
to us?
Vinod. Definitely. Because see, one thing, Vinod, that's what I was saying initially as well. See, as part of finance itself only. Now, just coming back to finance itself only, I think, Vinod, you are aware. I definitely can say that you have done so many implementations on R12, and you are aware of the Fusion Cloud instance as well, right?
Yeah, I don't have exposure to R12. I was directly trained on the Fusion and I'm working on the Fusion for
That
last
is
two
also
and a half
fine.
years.
Okay, that is also fine. Then you are aware of the finance implementation as part of your Fusion Cloud instance. So definitely by this time you could have seen a REST API, an API at least. Have you,
Yeah.
or you have just not been aware of it?
No, I know. We use REST API in many places of my integration project.
So, if you know that how to build your request and how to initiate your request and how to just get the expected result from that particular service. You know all these things.
Correct.
Yeah, that itself is enough to understand the Oracle Integration Cloud and the rest of the concepts. Because there also you will be building out the same set of things with the necessary predefined components which are being embedded as part of OIC. That's it. You are
Okay.
not going to think of more and more certain new things, but the way you are going to choose the best practices that you are going to use as part of your specific implementation, then obviously you'll be gaining it out by implementing so many integrations on your experience. That's itself, right? It's experience that matters. So once you have experienced, then you can say that, "Oh, yeah, I can take it up and I can fulfill the requirements what has been designed so far, as from the functional perspective as well as from the technical perspective."
Okay.
Yeah.
As part of the course, can I get the recorded videos? Today you are teaching class 1. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think that you need to check with the management, because for me, yeah, recorded videos is it's not a thing. So if they are sharing it out, then obviously you can take up the things and have a necessary re-verification of the task when you are doing so. That would be good enough for you. That would be helpful for you, rather than.
And any other material, documentation or notes,
See,
are you providing?
specifically, Vinod, I'll be giving you means when we have a mutual discussion between ourselves, we'll be having certain kind of documentation or the notes, ongoing notes itself. Only for specific documentation, you mean to say for Oracle Integration Cloud, for Oracle Fusion instance, obviously you have to refer the Oracle documentation itself for knowing the things deeper. Right. But before that, I can give you certain kind of PPTs which I'll be preparing, at least your guidance, so that it would be helpful for you that to repeat the tasks which were discussed as part of this session, right? Or else,
Okay.
anyhow, you will be having the recorded. If they are providing you the recorded session, then that would be helpful for you as well.
Okay, Shekri, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Any else have any questions? Means we can discuss it out further in detail regarding each and everything. But yeah, it's up to management how they are going to means the course content that will be provided by them. So based on that, we can have a mutual discussion and we can proceed furthermore with our discussions and the implementations and whatever it may be.
One question is,
Yeah.
is it possible to cover at least one report like a BIP report is
I'll
there?
cover. You have to know it. I'll cover it.
Yeah.
No,
Actually,
definitely
we
you
are
have to know
afraid
it.
about the technical, how to develop the report, how to develop the page, and how to configure the service and these things.
The thing is, because see, here the thing is, everything will be treated as a different modules, because ERP technical will be treated as different modules. Now, we know that such, we know this is working on a financial, functional thing. So functional will be treated as a separate module. Oracle Integration Cloud will be treated as a separate module. So technically means we'll be giving certain kind of glimpse, basic level glimpse on all the things, like how to create a BIP report, how to create a data model, how to create a report for that specific data model which I have created so far in Fusion Cloud instance, and how to create an integration inside Oracle Integration Cloud. What are the connections that needs to be used? What are the adapters that needs to be used as part of the integration? So all these things, that kind of discussion we'll be discussing furthermore.
Actually,
Chakri, will you be touch basing on Page Composer and Application Composer as well?
No, Page Composer and Application Composer uh, normally in Page Composer and Application Composer, right? Like nobody will be given the access to have the Page Composer and the Application Composer. But at least if I am having the access to this particular instance, which I am going to use up throughout the session, I can showcase to you. But if not, I can't showcase to you that Page Composer and Application
No,
Composer, right?
I'll tell a use case. So what I've seen in one of the projects is
Uh-huh.
they built an integration
Correct.
to pass data from third-party system to EPM
Correct.
through Application Composer. So they were validating few things in Application Composer and then passing on the data
True.
to.
What do you mean by validation over here? What do you mean by
So
validation? Application
so
Composer means.
yeah, I'll tell you. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, they built a table in application composer, which will get the data from third party, and whatever is the data in your application composer table, they wrote a custom BIP on top of it and picked some valid data and again exposed it to EPM. So that is
Okay,
something.
applications composer, what do you mean by that? I'm not getting because application composer exactly, you mean to say in Oracle Fusion Cloud instance?
Yes, within Oracle Fusion Cloud, they build custom objects in application composer. Will you be touch basing something like that?
No, I'll just need to check it out because application composer, maybe the terminology is different, but I need to check it out. I'll check it out and I'll get back to you.
Oh,
Yeah, this one you mean? I believe this one, right?
yeah, correct, correct.
One moment. Yeah, this one, no, because certain kind of things that are being used, because these are specifically used out when you are intensively working as from the technical perspective or the finance functional perspective on Fusion Cloud instance, right? But I don't have any access, certain kind of access to this application composer. So I need to check it out. But if there anything is there, I would like to share it. No issue. I'll
Okay,
just sure if I'm anything, if I'm aware of anything. But by the time we can have a discussion, maybe probably I can get some sort of information on this as well, which I can share it off. No issue.
okay.
Yeah. So anybody, anything? Think we can wind it up with the demo discussion. I think if you want to elaborate the course level content, maybe it is get better to get in touch with the manager and they'll be providing you the course content and the rest of the things. Yeah, but obviously I do require the OCA instance and I'll be having an mutual interaction with Fusion instance as well to just showcase the things of how it is being used and developed. Because normally, more or less, we'll be using of this two particular instance in heavily as part of our discussions. Fusion instance as well as OIC instance. And more or less, for me, if I'm teaching you one thing, then obviously the next level would be I'll be giving you a certain kind of work that you have to fulfill for from your end. If that would be the case, then it would be a kind of mutual interaction or discussion that can take place where you guys will also be having certain kind of experience with how the necessary things that can be used as part of each and every instance, product or component, what you can say. So if nobody is having any questions, then we can wind up the session for today. And maybe I'll just wait for the input from the management. Then according to that, we'll just start discussing the things in the next preceding sessions.
Yes, thank you. One last question. In the VBCS,
Arif. Yeah, Arif.
when VBCS, we also have some built-in database, right?
No, that's what, Arif, I told you, right? No database will be built in for you. See, that's what. If there is any built-in database, that will not be in your control. That will be in Oracle control. If if any database that you want to use it out, then it will be a database called ATB, Automate Transaction Processing Database, where you can have a mutual interaction with the database and you can use it out for VBCS or OIC or PCS, anything.
No, I'm not talking about the PCS. I'm talking about the some built-in
So
databases
that's
there
what
that
that
will
built-in
store
database,
the.
that what you are saying about the built-in database, right? When you say built-in database, you are understanding that it's a built-in database. Then how you can touch base with the built-in database which is standardly defined by Oracle? They'll not be giving you any access, right? So what is the use of using the database, that built-in database?
Like Apex also have some
Apex
database
is a
which we
different level of
stored.
no, Apex is a different level of concept, right? Apex is a different, totally different applications where something is necessarily required for you to build the things. But here they'll be giving you an instance, but to have a mutual interaction, to have your data will be resided on a certain database, to monitor that data onto a database, then you have to configure that database, right? To your VBCS application. Otherwise, you can't use it out. Even if you are, see, right now, I can show you that. See, this is this one. Here you can see, if I am touch basing this visual builder, I don't have any sort of database. If I'm just trying to create a new application where I don't require any database, then what is the point of having the database for me? So I'll not use it. Even if there is any built-in database, that is not applicable for me. It is of no use for me. So obviously, when it is required for me, then I'll be using out the custom database which I am going to use of, which where the feature is enabled for me, and that feature is available in ATP. That is called as ATP, Autonomous Transaction Processing Database.
Is there any option to replace the Visual Builder to Apex? Because some companies they are
Uh,
using the Apex instead of Visual
no, that's
Builder.
what, right?
Yeah,
You
it must be develop the page in a Visual Builder.
okay?
Is there any option to, because some companies they are using Apex and some companies they are using the Visual Builder? Is
No, both are doing different, Arif. See, Apex is a different one. VBCS is a different one. Companies are using VBCS means companies, they are not even using OIC. They are using only Fusion instance itself only. They
Hmm.
doesn't want to use anything. As you said, they are using Oracle Apex.
Yeah.
They are not using OIC itself because I don't want to create any sort of integration. So better not to use it out. Why I want to certain unnecessarily spend my budget over which I'm not using of. So I'll be using Oracle Fusion instance, I'll be using Oracle Apex because the business requirement mainly deals with, to me, that building out some pages or building which having an interaction with the database. That's it. I don't have any sort of business interactions or business communication with the outside world. Internally, I'm having it. So I'll be using only Oracle Apex and Oracle Fusion instance. That's it. Only in such cases where you specifically think that it requires an implementation, then you will opt to VBCS, not OIC. Only VBCS. There will be an instance where only VBCS will be available for you. Only PCS will be available for you without having any sort of integrations, instances that will be developed so far.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. Then, yeah. So it was nice talking to you all. Maybe we'll be having a chance to get in touch with both of us, having a mutual discussions ongoing further in the further sessions.
Sure. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Thanks, Arif. Thanks, Vinod. Thank you all. Yeah. Um, somebody is there from the management team. Maybe they'll.
Thanks, Shikri. Can I drop?
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. I think yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank